Hi guys, so I'm just going to do a quick update. There really isn't much happening in the pregnancy right now. I don't have very eventful pregnancies, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing really bad has happened yet, and I'm hoping nothing happens that's bad yet, but you never know. But I'm not going to go in that area. So it's not really, it's just a typical pregnancy, thank goodness, and I'm very thankful for that. So that's why I really haven't been doing the weekly updates, because I feel like I'm boring everybody by blabbing just about symptoms, because usually they're normal for everybody and so on and so forth. So I am 26 weeks, I guess you could say, kinda now, and I think one major symptom, new symptom I guess you could say, is, oh my gosh, my areolas have gotten so much darker. So I'm getting undressed to have a bath the other night, and I'm naked obviously, and I just happen to glance in the mirror and I see my breasts and I'm just like, oh my gosh, did someone like take a paintbrush and paint my areolas like darker than they were? And it's only been in like the last week, I would say, that it's been like that. So I was like, wow, like blown away. Wow, I don't ever remember like realizing that kind of thing when I was pregnant with my son. So it was just, and I had to call my husband. I'm like, don't they look darker? They look so much darker. And he's looking at them, he's like, yeah, they look like they're darker, like it's nonchalant. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, they look so much darker. But anyway, so that's just like one major new symptom, I guess. Most of it's the same, just tired and hard to move around, and you know, the usual pregnancy stuff. But I've been doing a lot of thinking, and one of the topics that have come up in my brain mostly that I'm trying to work out is, because I'm so much of a, I feel like I have to, for myself, like for me, I follow a lot of like natural stuff in life, and when I don't follow a natural path, I feel so out of whack. And so that one being is birthing in the hospital. And for me, if we lived in a magical world and nothing could possibly ever happen, I would have another home birth. And I view birth as a family-oriented thing, so I would have my husband and my son there if he wanted to, of course, or if he was awake. Who knows? I could have give birth in the middle of the night too. And so not being able to have my son there at the birth kind of really upsets me, and it gets me really disappointed, because this is going to be my last birth, most likely. This is going to be my last pregnancy, this is going to be my last child, and I really, really, really wanted him to experience that, because I'm gearing him up for all, like, what is all going on with my body, with the baby, how babies are born, how they come out. Like, he knows that they come out of your vagina, he knows that you have to push them out, he knows that your boobs make milk so that they can eat. They know that a baby grows in there. I've shown him pictures when I was pregnant with him. He's seen his birth video even. Like, I just feel like I'm preparing him for this whole change, but the one part that he's not going to be able to witness, that I would love for him to witness, is the actual birth. Now, they say that you can bring your children to the actual birth, but I personally do not want Dagny at the hospital. One thing being, he is not vaccinated, so that kind of puts him at risk too, and also puts any other children or adults or elderly people at risk if he's carrying anything too. So I just don't want him to be put into that situation. It's not an ideal situation for him. So and he really gets uncomfortable when we're in like a sterile environment, like at the doctor's office. He just does not like it, but he's fine at the midwife's clinic because it's more a homey feeling. So he just would not do good at a hospital. So I'm just kind of, I'm just very disappointed and sad about that aspect. And I know I have to put in to aspect that, well, this is for this baby and so on and so forth. And I can't really have my wants either, and I have to put what's best for the baby first over what I'd prefer, right? So it's just been really emotional, I guess you could say. So I'm just trying to come to terms with that. And then another thing is like the sex of the baby. That has, like, it really hasn't been such a struggle to figure out what we're having. I'm still guessing. I still don't know 100%. I mean, we don't know because the ultrasound never told us. And we don't plan on getting any 3D, 4D ultrasounds. And I most likely won't have another ultrasound. That was probably my last one at 19 weeks. So we are clueless. But ever since I got pregnant, I had a feeling it was a girl. But I don't want to hop onto that girl mind frame and think it's a girl and then it be a boy. And I'm not really like, I don't know, it's weird. And I don't know, I don't want to be on one side of the fence more than the other, which I kind of am, which I kind of feel bad if it does end up being a boy. I wouldn't be disappointed because I don't know, I can picture myself being a mom with 2 boys, so it really doesn't bug me that if I don't have a girl. And a lot of people just assume that, well, you have a boy and you're going to want the opposite now, and that's not generally the case for a lot of women. I just want a healthy, happy baby come home with me. So yeah, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. I'll be happy either way. But yeah, I don't know, I think that's about it really. There's nothing going on. In the next couple weeks, probably nothing at all. So it's just gonna be uneventful, or hopefully nothing really drastic goes on. So I am going to do tummy shot. Sorry, I was just looking and seeing what was behind me. And I feel like I'm carrying a little different. I don't know. I feel like I'm huge though. I'm always like huge like towards the end of the day, of course. Because after I've drank all my like 2 or 3 liters of water and yeah, so I feel huge, and I feel like the baby is kind of sitting differently. The personality even of the baby in the womb is so different compared to what Dagny was even. So yeah, it's just crazy. Totally different experience, that's for sure. Baby barely ever moves compared to what Dagny did, excuse me, in the womb. So it is much, much different. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.